lack of trust in professional judgment. So you can't approach an individual student on an individual basis and make an individual choice, because everything has to follow like guidelines and rules and you know, and it's all to safeguard
it's hard,
as well as them.
It's for children, and I understand that side, but also coming from a place where you need that connection, that specific type of connection in order for them to trust you and then learn.
Even swearing, of course you shouldn't swear when the young people are around, but they come from environments where swearing is very normal.
Right, yeah.
For me, swearing's pretty normal. So if I drop or let the odd swear word slip, that gets under their skin in the sense that they're like, oh, she's pretty sound, she's pretty normal. And in the grand scheme of things, what it does is it allows them to engage with me. Suddenly they want to be in my classroom. They're choosing to come to my lessons.
You're being authentic.
But if you wanted to really be particular about it, I'd lose my job for swearing in a classroom. Literally lose my job. So you just think, you know, it's such a shame that unfortunately that level of trust of being a human, we employ a lot of teachers are there because they genuinely want to change these kids' worlds, they want to change lives, and they're drawn to this kind of level of work, and then they're not trusted to come up with creative solutions and to find answers that are going to, even like, for example, this can happen in mainstream. Your kids can turn up and there's been a row at home just before they've left the door, and they've turned up and they're tearful, or they've not had breakfast, or for any reason
their environment isn't conductive for starting the day and learning.
Just it might be a one-off, but they're out of sorts. They're out of sorts. But there's nowhere really, even in special education, you still have to answer to paperwork if you move away from the plan. So if the plan was to do maths at that time, you've got to stick to the plan no matter what. And if you don't, you've got to justify it. And you just think, what is more important, really? You know, the mental health of these kids, and knowing that they're ready to learn and ready to develop and ready to absorb, and or just everybody acting like robots, that it's like, well, when you go to work you'll have to fix up. I'm not sure you will, actually, because if I went to work crying, the compassion of the team around me would probably check in and be like, you all right, have a little cup of tea before you start your class. They would be like, you need to get on with it. So I don't know, it's just very unrealistic what schools are